Welcome back, everyone. You are working on the Happiest Place workshop, layout number three, the yellow layout. Okay, so your yellow layout uses two of the glacier bases, and just like we've been working before, this is your 2-page spread. I'm going to start with the right page and then I'm going to move to the left. So I'm going to set the left one aside because it's easier for me to work on one at a time. So again, if you need to prep a few things, that's fine. I put my photo mats on, glued them down. The best treat ride memory is in the page protector, and I put the little library card behind so it'll flip up for a little place for journaling. Your place goes underneath. I've got foam tape on our little banners, celebrate the little things. Okay, and I've got these glued down as well, the white photo mats on the black 4x6s. So I'm gonna set these aside. And then we've got our half circle and our ticket. Now, I want you to notice right here, again, just like before, I've stuck these together with a little adhesive so they kind of act like a unit. And this is the only place that has the black shimmer trim on it in this whole layout. So note that you're welcome to put it on more, but I told you I used it on all of our layouts just a little bit. I tried to add some continuity, something that went on all of them. And that's just the little tiny piece there. So here's our base. Starburst on the top, half circle on the bottom, and we are going to glue it down. Actually, glue in the middle. We're going to left justify it, which means we're going to shove it all the way to the left side. Don't you like my fancy words? And sometimes it'll be thingamabob, and sometimes it'll be justified. You know, just depends on how the brain is working at that moment. But here we go. We're going to do our photo mats. Oh, you know what? I can't. I need to do, well, I can get them ready. So let's go ahead and put adhesive on top and bottom, and let's leave the adhesive side up, and then we'll get our red banner piece, the it looks like 1x11. I could be a little off, but let me see where I've got this on the other side. Okay, it looks like I have it right along the top of this white with gray. So that makes an easy visual for you to line it up with. Right there. And I just shove around the edge, right? Again, all of this truly is optional. And then it's easy to center it between the red and the yellow. Right after you kind of get that far, it gets easier. Okay, I'm going to put those together. Good. Then we've got our little celebrate the little things. It's got regular foam tape on the back, so it has a little height. Again, you don't need to put it on right now if you're going to stick your photo there. Just wait and do it later. Here's our half circle. I love that they gave us lots of half circles because I like the way it looks when you tuck it under. I'm going to put that under the photo mat, not right. Well, I guess I was going to tell you that I wasn't going to put it under the whole thing, but you can't. I mean, you could. Okay, all I'm going to do is tuck. I want it to cover that corner. Okay, that's all I'm going to do is put it on just so that it covers that corner. And then we've got our two little, I don't know what they're called, flags, kinda, banners-ish. And I only put foam tape on the one end so that I can tuck it underneath. And it just gives it a little bit of height. And look at that, I can just shove it underneath, and then these will have just the tiniest little bit of height, and I like that. Same thing, admission ticket only on part of it, foam tape on part of it. Let me show you. So that you can tuck it underneath. You don't need to put, right? And again, I'm going to leave a little bit of the numbers showing, but not a ton, and you can tuck it however you like. Okay, so then I've got this one. Now this one is going to overlap on top of this photo, which means I want it popped up a little. Okay, so I can do that without getting adhesive on my other photo. So I just put 2 strips of foam tape down the middle so that I can come up here and it won't, right? There's no adhesive on that corner. So make sure I get it straight. And then here is our square photo mat that goes down next to it. And again, I'm just gonna line these up at the bottom. You can do whatever you want, but remember this one's gonna be on top of it, but in a flip flap. So you'll put that on later, and there's our right page. So I'm gonna slide this one over and bring in our left page. And again, I'm just gonna start undoing it. Look at this, fill the world with sunshine. And the castle, I love the castle. It makes me so happy. Oh, you know they're gonna flip. I love him. Okay, and then we've got our Mickey Mouse. Again, these are darling layouts without. Do not think for a minute that you have to do the Mickeys. You really don't. It truly is up to you. And these layouts, look at how cute, magical moment. You really could use them for so many other things. I hope that people don't get caught up in that idea that they're just for Disney, because they're really not. They're really fun. Nice bright colors. Now I'm gonna leave this page here so that I can line up my base page with the one on the right. Right, I'm gonna get it pretty darn close, and then I can line it up pretty easily. There we go. All I did was match to the right. Same thing with the red. I'm gonna make sure I got the right color side. Remember, our cardstock is two-toned. It's a half shade lighter on the back. So the original colors on the front and a half step lighter is on the back. Again, I'm gonna move this close and just use this. Although, in all honesty, now I can just line it up with the white there. Remember, we're lining it up with that white line. So there's our red. It just needed a little red, didn't it? It just needed to break up the bumblebee colors. At least that's how my head works. It just needed a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so actually I'm gonna hold these together and I'm gonna just line them up, but not glue them down quite yet, just because I do this a lot. And I seem to mess it up a lot, so I just want to make sure that I kind of position these where I want them first. Okay, let's get our, oh, look at me. I glued that down already. So there you go. So bottom kind of left corner for your, it's thin foam tape, I can see it, and the red heart just goes on the corner of the castle. And then this is just regular adhesive. I do want it to be stuck down pretty well though, so I'm gonna, okay. Now, I'm just gonna match this or come close to putting this, the top of this half circle. So if you're wondering what I'm matching up or what I'm lining up, that's what I'm doing. So I just tried to, not exactly, but it's close. Not exactly. And then I can line this top black edge up underneath shine, right? Just kind of line it up, shine, so that it's straight. And then I'll know I'm, whoops, that's a little crookedy. Then I'll know I'm pretty good. Okay, we're moving along here. My grandmother used to say things like, now we're cooking with gas. I don't know exactly what that means because I've had electric all my life. But I assume that it means we're really, you know, we're moving quick now. Now, again, if you decide that you wanted these to be like this, you can. Do not think you have to copy what I'm doing. You can do it however you want to do it. It is totally up to you. That's the fun and the beauty of these, is that you get to make them however you want. And again, the other part I want to tell you and reiterate over and over again is that you don't have to You can add flip-flops on all of these and triple your photos. So don't forget that that's an option. Again, I stuck these together at the bottom and then put foam tape on the top corners. I'm sure by now you're getting used to hearing me say that. And then these, now I know I'm gonna have that Mickey, I'm gonna have Mickey out here in front, so I don't need to put those way far, you know, tucked way down underneath there, because I know I'm gonna cover them up. I'm gonna cover them up with this, and I'm gonna cover them up with the Mickey head. So I don't need to, you know, like the other one, shove them quite so far down. And I like to, again, I like to kind of lay them out so I can see. I realize that they're upside down and all of that, but it gives me some idea of where I want stuff. So I'm gonna tuck that in, because I kind of wanted Mission to show, but not, I don't want it to be the focal point. And then I've got, now look, I want you to see how much room is there, because that'll make putting yours on easier, right? And then I'm just gonna stick Mickey. Mickey's going, boom. And he's done. Okay, so we've got left page of layout 3, and we've got right page of layout 3. Add flip flaps to your little heart's desire. And I'll see you for the next layout. Bye, girls.